Uh, Let me share my screen and please let me know when you are able to see my screen now. Yeah. So guys, are you able to see my screen? Everyone?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, done. Okay. So guys, see, right now we are learning Power BI, and in Power BI we are working on real-time project. Okay. So guys, what is real-time project actually? Suppose when you are working in company, and suppose you are working right now, we are taking one of the real project, suppose fast food restaurant. Okay, suppose if you are working, suppose McDonald or some other universe, some other like restaurant department, in which you have a lot of people, lot of restaurant. Okay, like McDonald, KFC. There are the multiple types of restaurant, and you have to make the visualization on the basis of your data. And we have total of almost 10-year data. We have. Let me share with you. So we have US country all data. US country means we have data for US country and for all the restaurant yearly wise. And what are the cost of that restaurant and how many restaurant name. So we have to make one of the visualization or dashboard on the basis of that report. So see, this is for our data and it's data almost 10-year data. Okay, starting from 2010 and ending from 2021 or 2020, I think. So we have serial. This is the serial number. The total restaurant we have 10,000 restaurant. Address categories wise we have data. So if you search about categories, that how many categories we have in our data. So total category we have American restaurant, bakery and restaurant, coffee and tea, fast food, fried chicken and joint restaurant, ice cream shop, and taco place. These all are the categories under the fast food. Okay. So we are discussing about fast food, and this is the categories under fast food. And now this is for city of the US country. Guys, please mute yourself. And if you have any doubt, you can unmute and then okay. And see, this is the city-wise US cities total, and this is for country. And if you select filter on this, only US country data I have. Okay. Same way, suppose if you are making the visualization on the basis of multiple countries like any other countries like US, Japan, India, as well as, so you have multiple data. Okay. This is for latitude or longitude. This data will help you to making a map exercise on this basis of chart. And this is the name of the restaurant. Suppose if you click on the 7-Eleven, 19 miles, A&B, average pizza, these are the fast food restaurant name, and these are the category. These are not the restaurant, they are just a category deals with this. Suppose if you are clicking on the 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven deals with any of the categories. Okay, same way this is the postal code, provenance, cost of product we have. If you I open this, this is the cost of product, and this amount guys in dollar, sorry. Okay, these all amount in dollar, not in rupees. So this is cost of product, direct cost, indirect, delivery cost. This is the order mode. If you select over this total, we have order mode is home delivery, restaurant stay, and self delivery. We have three types of this payment mode we have. So if you click on this filter, we have total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 payment mode we have. Okay, same way total revenue we have, and this is our discount. So on this basis of data, we are making the visualization and making the complete dashboard on the basis of fast food restaurant. Okay, and this is for US country only. Same way, if you have a multiple country data, you can prepare on the basis of that, but the presentation and method and function should be the same for every country or every visualization data. Okay, like this way. See, this is just for demo purpose. Okay, but we prepare most of these kind of preparation on the basis of functions like this. Total we have category wise profit, total revenue, net profit, profit percentage. Okay, because we are, see, when you are making one of the restaurant, so what is the main thing is to how much profit we have of that restaurant, for which category is sold mostly. So you have to just analyze on the basis of that, and every company need that kind of data requirement. Like see order mode wise data, home delivery, restaurant, self delivery. Okay, year wise data, if you click on 2018, it will be changing. If you click on 2019, it will be changing. 20, it will be changing. Okay, so for every time it should be changeable. Same way, if you are working in these are the expenses wise, like total cost of product we have, total indirect expense, total direct expense, delivery cost, total cost, revenue, discount, total revenue, total cost, gross profit, commission, net profit percentage, and net profit total. So this kind of project you have to analyze on the basis of date range, as well as if you change this date range, see all the data will be changing together. Okay, so it is complete dynamic data we have. So now on this basis of this is our data, and this data into the CSV format we have in the Excel file. Okay, so I'm just saving and can close this workbook. Every time you have to close the workbook, then only you can make the visualization. See, so this folder contains this file. Okay, this folder contains this file. So guys, when you are making the for any report in the visualization, first you have knowledge about little bit of Power BI. So before moving in the next step, I'm just asking you from all that could you please tell me that what is Power BI on the basis of on the point of view that Abhishek, Bhaskar, Niti, Prachi, and Jia, what is actually Power BI? Why we use Power BI right in our industry? Anyone? Can you hear me all?
Yes, Malhotra.
Yeah, tell me what is Power BI and why we need into Power
Yeah,
BI right
actually,
now in our industry?
it is actually business intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
and actually it is used for storing the data, like how you showed now slides in like 2010 to like US country, like in a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
So for this, like this, we will be showing in pie charts what is the profit and loss gain and every day,
Mm-hmm.
day to day. So we'll be maintaining some pie charts and some Excel sheets for storing the data and data visualizations.
Yeah, but actually, before
Mm.
that Power BI era, we will working on Excel. Okay, we all working on
Yes.
Excel before Power BI. But right now, what is actually that market demand Power BI right now? Why? Because all the things we will prepare in the Excel also. But why instead of uh, reporting in Excel, we need Power BI or Python or Alteryx, this kind of task or this kind of tool?
Okay.
Anyone? Prachi, Niti,
we
anyone?
can
Mm-hmm.
we can share all the reports on cloud
Okay.
in Power BI.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, right. So guys, I'm adding some of the points. See, right now Power BI is needed because in Excel we have a limited data. Okay, we have limited data means if in Excel you have limited rows, limited columns, but in Power BI you don't have any limited things. You can go anything like multiple files you can connect, multiple server you can connect in just one file. Suppose if you are working in any companies, okay, and if your company's data divided into multiple servers, or your company is having suppose 5 branches, and 5 branches having data in multiple server, one is SQL, one is in the shared drive, or one is suppose in any other servers, Power BI data service, Azure, this kind of server. So you can directly connect that of the server to main data. Okay, and then you can apply this Power BI visualization on the basis of that. You don't need to go everywhere and make the dump file from every source and then connect, then you are able to make the Power BI report or make the visualization. You can directly go to that server, login ID and password, and directly connect and directly import that file into Power BI. Okay, so now we are preparing. See, this is our Power BI home screen. Same way in the file menu, we have a limited option like new open report. If you want to open new report, you can directly click on this open and select those report. Okay, you have import directly, export option and setting. You have a different setting wise. Okay, same way this under this home tab, you have see this is your data. So when you connect all the data from the sources, you can only use this source. Okay, get data means if you select on this get data, it will give you the option of the data selection. Like there is a
Is
multiple
this
option
a
like
Excel sheet, Malhotra?
Mhm.
Yeah, is this a Excel sheet?
Which one?
What you are showing right now, right? This one.
Yeah, this one is for Excel workbook. If you select any file from server,
Okay,
okay, Excel
you can continue.
workbook as well as Power BI data set. See, if I click on this data, get data, you have a different kind of option. You can select Excel workbook directly, Power BI data set, Power BI data flow, Dataverse, SQL server, analysis service. Service means this is your shared drive, but SQL server is also shared drive, text and CSV format directly, or you can directly import the data from web also. Suppose if you have any data into Google and you can directly import that data into Power BI also. When the data of web is updated, this Power BI report is also get updated on the same way, on the same time. Okay, I will give you the one of the project with the web also. Okay, so we will complete multiple project from web also as well as. Okay, this is or something. Suppose if you have little bit knowledge about SQL, or if you are working of the advanced Power BI after some time. Okay, after like 6 month or 1 year, if you working on advanced Power BI or SQL, you are having knowledge of SQL queries, so you can write any queries into blank query. Okay, so if you click on this more, there is a multiple option. It is just open. See, there is a multiple option you have. If you select any data from database, there is a multiple database: Excel, Access database, Oracle, IBM, MySQL database, IBM, SAP. Okay, so there is a multiple database. Power Platform, you have Dataverse, Azure. You can directly connect with Azure server. Online service is directly from web or any other sources. See, SharePoint, Microsoft Exchange, Dynamics, Salesforce, Google Analytics. There's a multiple server you have. You can directly connect any of the data from Juhu. Okay, Juhu is one of the Indian accounting software, I think. Okay, so Project Place from Power BI, Project Insight, QuickBase, Softone. These all are the tools. These all are the tools like SAP, Tally, this kind of tools. So you can directly connect any data from server. Okay, so right now we have data connected from CSV file. So I select this CSV format and connect the data. Okay, so my data into my folder. This is my folder and this is my file. Okay, so I select my file and click on this open. So when I select my file, it will connecting from the server. And guys, Power BI is just a machine, and machine need a fuel, and fuel is data source like Excel format, CSV format, server. You can connect from Tally, you can connect from Salesforce activity. Okay, multiple activity you have, you can directly connect data from any source of activity. And now when you connect this source, this new window will open, and this new window will show you this is the file name, file origin, delimiter based on the 200 rows. 200 rows mean, guys, suppose if your data having 10,000 rows, right now I'm showing you in the Excel file, it's 10,000 rows, but it is showing as based on 200 rows. So you select this and based on entire data set. Okay, so select always entire data set, because 200 rows, suppose if your data has 500 rows, and suppose 200 row, after 200 rows some other column will be added, then it should be not taken that column. So based on every time you have to choose based on entire data set. Okay, and then there is an option, guys. One is cancel, transform data, and third one is load. So cancel means, suppose if you select wrong file, you can click on this cancel, the file will be unselected. Transform means, guys, uh, transform means this data will be loaded into Power Query, not into Power BI logs. And if you select this load, this data will be loaded into Power BI. There is a two option. So guys, if you have to change in your data, like if you have to change in your data something, then always do transform data, always. But if you don't need to change your data, then go always for load. If you don't need to change anything in your data. But right now I am going to change something in my data. So I'm going to transform data So when you click the transform data, new Power BI window will open, and this window will name as Power BI Kitchen. In the layman language, we talked about Power BI Kitchen. Kitchen means Power Query Editor. Suppose if we want to change, remove any column or filter it out in anything, okay, then we have to change into this window. Like see, this window name is Power Query Editor. In the Home tab, we have a multiple option. Choose column, keep row, remove row, split column, group by, data type, use first row as header, replace value. There is a multiple things, merge query, append query. I will show you all this activity, okay? But right now, whatever we need into that project, that will cover only. And see, in our data, this is my actual file, Excel file, which is imported into Power Query. And what are the column? One is date format. And see, this side, this area will show you the query, that how many file you have loaded from directly from server or your folder. With this file name should be shown here. And what is the file name exactly you choose? The property, the file name is here. Same way, here is the applied steps. Applied steps means, suppose if you click on this source, and if I click on this, see what is the impact of this. It show me that where my file is. User, Harsh Malhotra, desktop, real-time project training. Under this, we have a file. Suppose right now my file into this folder. And if I need to remove this file from any other folder, then I need to remove that folder and remove that file from another folder. Then I need to choose that folder name again. Otherwise, my file is not updated again and again because my file is left from that folder. Okay, so every time you have to choose this source option and select your path if you change your path. Okay, so this is your path setting and name. Second is use for, see, when you select your source, it will be showing like this way. Second thing, use first row as a header. It means first row become a header. And second, change type means the column type should be changed. See, when you click on this, right now serial number in ABC format. But if you go into this format, serial number into 1, 2, 3 format. So guys, this step, this all step, Power BI is doing. You don't have to done this step. Power BI is done on the behalf of you. So that is the benefit of Power BI. But you have to remember that if you change your Power BI source, then you connect this area, See, if you select your file path from another folder, you can go to and select this folder, and this query is written by Power BI only. You don't have to return that query. This query will written by Power BI. You have to just select your file path only. Okay, same way, right now if you select, this is column 1 and this is date column. So if you select second option, this one, this become a first row as a header. Date value will become as header, and if you change the change type, date value will become as date, serial number will become as serial number, numbering format, address will become as ABC, is the text volume. So total we have how many data type? If you click on any data type, total we have this decimal number, fixed decimal number, whole number, percentage, date and time format, date, time. These all are the data type format. So every time if you select any file, otherwise Power BI is done on the behalf of you, or you have to select, you have to check all this column whether it is correct or not. If it is not correct, then you have to change. So I need to check one by one. This is correct. This one is also correct. Everything is correct. Nothing is wrong. See, this one 1.2 means decimal. If you select, this is a decimal number. This is text value. This one is not correct. Postal code into ABC format. So postal code is not correct. So you can change this into whole number. And if you change, replace current. Now this value is changed. Same way you have to check all the columns. See, all the column is correct. Only this column is not correct. Go to second again. See, all the columns are correct one. And see this green line. This green line show you that your every column is correct. How to show? Click on this view tab. If you click on this column distribution, see 71 distinct item and 0 unique. Same way, 6 distinct and 5 unique. If you click on this column profile instead of column distribution, these are the column profile, unique column you have. See, these are the column profile count. Total count is 1000. Error is 0. It means you don't have any error into your profile. Same way, unselect this column quality. Column quality means valid 100%, error 0 and empty 0. This show you that how many column you have, complete value. Whether any column is showing error, then you can directly go through that error and then correct that error, so that it will be helpful to identify that error on the same time. Okay, so same way you can select for any column. If there is any error, you can go to and select those error and correct those error. How to correct? I will show you. But right now we don't have any error, so we are going move forward into next step. So this is our main file loaded in Power BI. So guys, any doubt till now? Anyone? If you have any doubt, you can call. You can tell me.
Can we
Anyone?
extract tally data
Sorry?
in Power BI? Tally data, tally.
Yeah, you can export. You can export any data because tally data is always in server, so you can directly connect from server. Okay.
But it requires some driver for that.
No. It does not require some driver. You can directly connect with server, and server name having a password or email ID only. Every server name a user ID and email, user ID and password. So see how to connect.
Okay.
Let me show you how to connect. Go to this home, new source. There is an option of more. Click on this more. Click on this more and see, this is the SQL query. So when you click on this SQL query and connect, this will ask you a user ID and password. So every tally data, which company is using tally or any other thing, those company having a server data. So you can directly put the server name here, database name here, and directly OK. And then after that, it will ask you a password. After when you click on this OK, it will ask you a password. Then you click on this password of the server. Then you can connect any of the file from the server. Okay. Or second option, you have one second option. First one is this. Second option is, suppose you have tally. You select the tally from 1 year data 2014 to 2015 and import that file into CSV file, and then CSV file you can put into any folder, and then you can directly connect any CSV file. Right now I connected same way. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first I have to convert tally data into CSV, and after that extract that CSV file into Power BI.
Right. This is the second option. Or first option is you can directly connect from server. Okay.
I was trying directly tally data into Power BI, so it was asking for driver.
Yeah, driver is a server. Driver is a server name.
Yes.
So you can ask from your manager that please provide me the server name or password so that I can connect directly into Power BI. If it is not, if your manager is not give you the server name, you can import the tally data into CSV format, and then you can connect. There is a two option. Okay. Yeah. So right now our main file is connected. So guys, in the Power BI, we have a name as ETL. Let me open one notepad. Okay, let me open my notepad and see in this, for every Power BI report, we have to make this step, ETL. ETL means extract the data. Second means transform the data. And third is load the data. These are the only first step into Power BI. Okay, so ETL tool. ETL is extract the data, transform the data, load the data. So right now we are just extracting the data. Now we have to do second step, which is transform the data. So guys, transform means for every data we have to make one file as a stacking query And on the basis of that stacking query, we are making split table on the basis of dim table and fact table. So if I select this, click one group, right click on the right click from mouse, go to this move group, and you can create new group. So when you click this new group, the name as stacking query, okay, and you can change, write a description that main data file, and click on this OK. So see, this data will be as a main data server, and change the name of fast restaurants main data. Okay, so this is your main data file. So every time if you need to change your data or if you need to update your data, you can go to this main data only, not go to another data. And now I'm going to make the reference of this file. Right click on this, and there is an option here, reference. So on the basis of this main data, I am making the reference file. Reference means it's the same as duplicate file, but we are not, we are changing into this file, not into this file. So I am making one of the new group again, new group, and this data will be named as data model. This is for working data. So we are working on this data model group only, not in stacking query group. So if I click on this OK, this data will be into data model, and for every things we have to change only this data model, not into this main table. Okay, same way, I am clicking one more reference. I am clicking one more reference because I need two name table more. Let me check and select this all table and move to our data model. So in this data model, we have total of 3 tables now. All the tables are same. Nothing is different. But now we have to change. Now we have to change and make a difference file together. See, this is our main file. Date wise, serial number, address, category. Okay. City, country, latitude, and longitude. So I need to difference of this city, country, latitude, and longitude file. Only these 4 column name. So go to this column, select the city, country, latitude, longitude, and there is an option here, remove column. Okay, so you can click this remove column, and there is a 2 option, remove column and remove other column. Other column means those column are select which is remaining into that table, and if those are not select, that is remove. So remove other column. See, all the columns are removed now. So this is the column name. This is the like city, and this table is name as, I can write this name as dim country or dim city table. Okay, so this table is known as city table only, because in this table we have only city, country, latitude, or longitude. So on this basis of we are making different kinds of presentation. Same way in the city. So in the city we have, see, this is the duplicate one. So if you click on the city, right click, there is an option here, remove duplicates. So you can click remove duplicate. It means in the city tab, we don't have any duplicate value now. If you click on this area, this one, see total number of city, go to down, total number of city, and all the cities are unique value, not on the duplicate value. Okay, so this is the main presentation of this city column and dim table. And guys, under this dim table, we don't have any duplicate value. So right now our city table will don't have any duplicate value, and you can change the name city. Same way for this country. These are the same, latitude or longitude. See, when you change anything, the step will be located here. Remove duplicate, step is located here. Remove to other column, step is located here. If you click on the source, see complete file. Remove other column, only 4 column is showing. Remove duplicate, city from a duplicate value is removed. Rename column, city and country, this is rename column. So every step is located into this table. And now we have city table and go to this main table. This is your fast food restaurant. So I can click here and you can name as restaurant fact. This is your fact data in which you have a lot of data, complete data. So go to this same city, we have city, country, latitude and longitude. So only one unique column will be completed here and same unique column will be there only. So I am going to city, country, latitude and longitude. So I need only country column from here. Go to city, latitude and longitude and remove column and remove. So from this main table, I remove these 3 country, city, latitude and longitude. And these 3 columns will be there into city table. So when I connect this country to country, it means complete data will be there. So that is the third step we have into Power BI, that is named as relationship. And one more thing, guys, our meeting will be ended in after 5 minutes. Okay. And then you can join the same meeting again with the same link after 5 minutes because we are meeting into two parts. Okay, so after 5 minutes you can join again. Same way, we are going into third page, and right now we have category, city. So next thing we need name wise. This is your restaurant name. Okay, this is your restaurant name, postal code, provenance, order mode, payment mode. Yeah, name wise. So if I need only restaurant name, so click on this. I think all the name, McDonald, postal code, provenance. Okay, so I'm clicking on this name, right click and remove other columns. It means only name value is here. So you can change the restaurant name. Okay, same way, click on this column, go to right click again, right click. What happened? Right click and there is an option of remove duplicate. Same way, so it means in this restaurant name we have all the unique values here, and see what is the unique value, 571 rows. And if you click on this, right click again, there is a value here is a transform, and we need capitalize each word, means all the values of data, only one word is capitalized, other is small. Okay, same way, so this value is known as dim restaurant name. This is your name data. So this one is your data, fact data. This one is city, and this one is city, and this one is restaurant name wise. So we have total of 3 table in our data. And guys, for every project, we need one important table. Okay, so one important table means for every data we need one important table, which table name as date table. In this data, we have total of almost completed 10-year data. Let me show you 2010 to 2020, I think total of 10-year data we have. Okay, so for every date table, what we do, we have written one query. Let me open Power BI date table code. See, this date table, we have written one query from background, and when we create any date table, we are just copy and paste this function into Power BI, and our date parameter will be ready. And for how many years we need data, we can directly put start date, end date, and our date table will be ready. So right now I'm going to teach you only from this, and after some time or after 1 or 2 projects, I will have a separate session with you with how to create only date table with the manual date table sometimes. Okay, so I am just go to this Power BI. Okay, there is an option of new source. As I already told you, when you have little bit knowledge about SQL query, you have to return one query on the basis of this. So click on this blank query. Okay, click on this blank query. Go to this advanced editor option. Here you can write any of the queries from SQL, which is a benefit from Power BI coding. So same way, you can just copy this function, copy this complete function above to Z, and then paste it over here. When you paste it and click on this done, this queries will be written, enter parameter. So this query is named as date parameter. Okay, so you can change here name as date parameter. And from this date parameter, you can create any of the date table like 1/1/2010 to your last date is suppose 31st 12/2021, and fiscal year start month suppose from January. So you can click on this one, and when you click on this invoke, see your complete date table is written: date, year, quarter, month, day of the month. Okay, your complete date table will be written here automatically in just one go. Guys, meeting will be ended in just 1 minute, so you can join again so that we will continue with the session again.